Martinez now with Kakoa into the corner, and Kakoa with a big boot across the face of Ricky the Model Martinez. Martinez has had some big matches in his career here in the ECWA, but this is by far the most important one he's had, because the most is at stake. If Ricky Martinez is able to do it, he will for the first time in his career become the ECWA heavyweight champion. But Kakoa is doing all he can to keep that belt around his own waist. Kakoa up on the rope. Wait a minute. Germaine Esq tugging on the foot there a little bit of Kakoa. And a huge power slam by Ricky the Model Martinez, and a cover, 2 and only 2. Kakoa's got to be careful, because while he's out here facing Ricky the Model Martinez, he's got Germaine Esq on the outside to worry about as well. And look at Ricky Martinez. Look at that look on his face, just waiting for the right moment. His fist across the face. Kakoa off the ropes, into a sleeper hold by Ricky. I like Ricky's little, almost a Bad News Brown look to him. It's a new look tonight. Interesting, to say the least. See if it's going to be successful. Could have a change in haircut and a change in title holder tonight. Referee Mike Keener checks the arm. 1 down, 2 down. Kakoa's got to keep his arm up here, and he's able to do it. Just trying to get a little bit of momentum from the crowd. And the crowd helping out the champion. Kakoa makes his way slowly back to his feet. Nice elbow to the ribs. And one more time. Looked like he went for the ropes. Martinez picked him up. Big slam. Both men down now. And God only knows where we're going from here. One of these men, at least one of these men, have to make it back to their feet, or this will very quickly be called a no contest. We got a 6 count by the referee. Got about 3 seconds left to see what's going on. Looks like Ricky's up to his feet. The count's going to stop. Both men opposite corners. Martinez head of steam and a head full of turnbuckle. Huge back elbow to the side of the head. Kakoa now with a little bit of momentum. Clothesline, number 1. Double chop. Martinez up and right back down. Anybody order flapjacks? This could be it. Kakoa, the Flying Hawaiian, the ECWA heavyweight champion, is calling for one of his signature moves, that big elbow from the top rope, making his way up. Here it comes. Ricky Martinez needs to get out of the way. Will he? No! Kakoa makes... Here we go, 1.
It's time to go Code Red inside the East Coast Wrestling Association.
Don't quit.
Hello again, ECWA fans. John Germaine Esq here with you on this, the debut episode of ECWA Code Red, your exclusive all-access look inside the world of the East Coast Wrestling Association. And as you just saw right before the ending of our main event, things were heated between the champ, Kakoa the Flying Hawaiian, and the challenger, Ricky the Model Martinez. Now, the only way to see the finish of that match was to be there, which we hope you were, and if you weren't, to buy the Principles of Design Production DVD exclusive. But we did catch up with the retaining champion, Kakoa the Flying Hawaiian, to get his thoughts, and we start with the champ.
For those of you who weren't here in Newark, Delaware tonight that saw myself, Kakoa the Flying Hawaiian, the ECWA Heavyweight Champion, take on my friend, and I guess now my foe, fellow hashtag Future the Business member, Ricky Martinez, we defined wrestling. We defined everything that we say that we do. I took him to the limit, and he did exactly what I thought he was going to do, and that was push me exactly the way I did to him. And when you sit into these seats and you witness the amount of talent that was going on in that ring, it is electrifying. And the fact that I was able to come out on top is more rewarding than I can say about anything else. Ricky, there aren't words that can express how much respect I have for you. And I know that there's a little bit of cold blood between us right now, but that's perfectly fine, because I leave that out there. Outside of these ropes, you are still considered one of my friends, one of my Wolfpack members. But that's another story. You see, I told everybody that I was going to be a fighting champion. I told everybody that I have the Hawaiian spirit. Kamehameha, the king of Hawaii. I have the spirit that lives in me. And then when I'm a fighting champion everywhere. Just because I'm in Newark, Delaware, doesn't mean that I'm the ECWA champion only here. I'm a world heavyweight champion. Anytime that I wrestle all over the country, I represent ECWA. I represent every fighting chance that I've ever had in that ring, saying that I'm the best. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. And whoever's going to step into that ring next, you're going to find out. There is no quit in this man. And there's no quit in a Hawaiian warrior.
Well, there you have it, the thoughts of the retaining champion, Kakoa the Flying Hawaiian. We'll have to see what the future holds for both of those men, but we do know the next challenger for Kakoa come March 1st. We'll give you that breaking news at the end of this program. We're going to take a quick time out, but on the other side, we're going to look at the end of the Golden Opportunity Series. It went down to match number 5 between Bobby Shields and Matt Saigon. Stick around. You'll hear exclusive post-match interviews from both men after that heated exchange ended. This is Code Red.
It was a night where James J. Dillon made his final ringside appearance. Ladies and gentlemen, witness history as the longest-running ECWA Mid-Atlantic champion Ricky the Model Martinez defends his championship against challenger Heartkiller Chris Wilde. If Wilde loses the match, he will no longer wrestle for the ECWA. Now available on ECWA Home Video at www.pridesproductions.com or on demand at www.vimeo.com/POD Productions. The next ECWA live event is Spring Battle 3, Saturday night, March 1st, at the Greater Newark Boys and Girls Club in Newark, Delaware. Tickets available January 25th. Call 609-220-5598.
When the management of the East Coast Wrestling Association announced the Golden Opportunity Series, all of us in the ECWA looked at it as a chance for one of two longtime members of the roster to break through to that next level. On the one hand, you had Bobby Shields, one-time member of the Blackheart, has been looking for his signature moment in the ECWA. On the other hand, Matt Saigon, a man who with Damien Dragon had been at the heights of the tag team scene, but ever since he and Damien split, Damien, he won the Super 8, and Matt Saigon has been looking for his moment in the sun. The Golden Opportunity Series gave both these men a chance to claim something of their own in the ECWA. Before they went into the 5th and final match of the series, we caught up with both men to get their thoughts.
ECWA, I've been here for 4 years. 4 years! Longer than probably anybody in that locker room. And I've been waiting that long for to be the ECWA heavyweight champion. The only thing that stands between me and that is Bobby Shields in a ladder match and this golden opportunity at the top of it. I have climbed the mountain before and I will do it again. So tonight, Bobby Shields, you're in for one hell of a night. Count on that.
Tonight's the end of the Best of the 5 series. Matt Saigon, I'm not going to sit here and lie and say that you're not very good, because you are. You've gotten 2 victories on me so far in this series. You've taken me to my limit, but I've also taken you to your limits, and I've beaten you too. So tonight, the stakes are even higher because it's a ladder match, and high above the ring is going to be that golden opportunity contract. And tonight, everybody in attendance and everybody at home watching on DVD is going to see me climb to the top and finally get my opportunity here in ECWA and get a shot at a belt that I've never had a shot at.
Well, there you have it, the thoughts of 2 very focused men on the precipice of a chance of a lifetime, a title shot of their choosing, where they want it and when they want it. Now let's take you to the closing moments of Match 5 of the Golden Opportunity Series between Bobby Shields and Matt Saigon.
Saigon off the ropes, and Shields sends him right over the top. And again, whoever can win this match, this 5th match in the Best of 5 Golden Opportunity Series, will go on to win a title opportunity anytime, any place, against any opponent, well, any opponent that has a belt, whichever title they choose, as Bobby Shields slams the head of Matt Saigon right up against that aluminum ladder outside. Both men each have 2 wins in this series. This final match being a ladder match. As you can see above the ring here, we have a cable going right across the top of the ring, and there's a contract for an ECWA Golden Opportunity. Saigon now with Bobby Shields. And Shields able to reverse it and throws Matt Saigon head first into that ladder. And Saigon once again on the ground. Now you got to wonder how much Bobby Shields is thinking, you know, what does he want to do? Does he want to do more damage, or does he want this opportunity? I mean, you got all this time out here while you're outside. And, I mean, finally, you know, Bobby Shields is in the middle of the ring. He looks like he's about to set up the ladder here. Looks like that's what he's doing. But I think he should have been doing that from the beginning. And Shields now may have taken a little bit too long because Saigon's back up on his feet and up on the top rope with a double axe handle to the lower back, sending Shields falling off of that ladder. Saigon now could very easily put this ladder right back up. It looks like he's closing it up instead. I think that's kind of a smart move. I think Bobby Shields still has too much in him. I don't think you want to try up that ladder, because Shields can very quickly get to his feet and knock you right back down where you came from. Huge chop by Shields. Another chop by Shields. Looked like Saigon may have backed out of it. Delivered one of his own. There's another chop by Shields. Both men jockeying for position here. Oh my goodness. Big back body drop by Bobby Shields. Sends Matt Saigon falling back first into that angled ladder. And Shields now again looks like he's going to set this up I mean, when it comes to a ladder match, you got, you know, I mean, there's this ladder that Shields just set up, making his way up there. You got, hold on, Saigon's got the ankle. Looks like Shields trying to kick him off. Saigon able to pull Shields off of the ladder, head first into the turnbuckle. And just tossing the ladder at Bobby Shields. Saigon with a head of steam, drop kicks Bobby Shields through the ladder. I would think, I'm going to venture to say that's painful. I refuse to go into that ring right now and, you know, find out for myself. Saigon now making his way up. And you got to be very careful in this match because Shields with a huge powerbomb pulling Saigon off of that ladder. Turns right back around and instead of climbing the ladder again closes it up and decides to set it up in the corner. What I was saying before, you got to be careful with these ladder matches because you have, you know, it's not very high, this contract. I mean, you know, you get high up enough on the ladder, you may be able to just grab it. So you gotta really stop your opponent from getting too far up that ladder really quickly. Shields just putting the boots to Saigon. And pointing at that ladder, I think we know where Saigon's headed. Shields with Saigon, reverses it, and Saigon is able to Irish whip Bobby Shields face first into the top of that ladder. You got to be very careful with aluminum, too. It's a very, I mean, it may be a light metal, but it's got very sharp edges. Easily broken, so you can easily get really deep gashes here. Both of these men have to be very careful. Saigon looked like he was jousting there and knocked Shields off of his horse. We got to see if Matt Saigon is going to try to set up that ladder. Doesn't look like it. Looks like he's calling for a finisher here. I think he wants to make sure he puts Shields out of commission before there's any chance of him getting up on that ladder. And Shields able to block it with a knee to the head of Saigon. Shields trying for a backslide, it looks like. Picks up Saigon and, oh my God, drops back. Slamming Saigon chest first into that ladder. Now remember, there were two of these golden opportunity matches initially. The first one was won by the Greek god Papadon, who cashed in the same exact night and won the ECWA Heavyweight Championship. Nice kick by Matt Saigon to bring Shields down, well, halfway down off that top rope. Still kind of sitting up there. Saigon now, what is Saigon doing? He's got Shields in the corner there, but he set up the ladder behind himself. And this looks like it's going to be painful for whoever is on the receiving end of this. Shields now drops down and another powerbomb, this time right onto that ladder. And Shields isn't done. Dragging the corpse at this point of Matt Saigon onto that ladder, lays him straight across it. And this looks promising for Shields, but quite damning for Saigon. What is Bobby Shields doing? Shields, 450 splash. You got referee John Finnegan there checking on Matt Saigon right away. That's That could do some massive damage. Could have been kidney damage there from the steps of the ladder. All that pressure on his back. Saigon barely moving now. Shields setting up the ladder. Slowly makes his way up. Like I said, you got to stop your opponent really quick. Looks like Saigon's trying to shake that ladder. It doesn't really work that way. And Saigon went to climb up the other side. There's no steps there. It looked like he partially broke the ladder and drops Bobby Shields into an ace crusher. That's one way to get your opponent off the ladder. I think Saigon knows he's not going to have much success with that specific ladder. At least not for climbing it, but it looks like he's setting it up for something. Shields still laying face down on the mat there. And Saigon going for the big ladder outside. Looks a little bit bigger than that yellow one. This one has steps on both sides of it. Still not something I would toy around with. And Saigon slowly makes his way back into the ring. Shields back up to his feet. Ladder being set up there. Well done, Matt. Now all you got to do is climb the ladder and grab that contract right above the ring. Come on. Saigon inching his way up. Shields back to his feet. Couple of kidney punches there. Right to the gut. Shields with Saigon. And a big body slam. Maybe more of a hip toss right off of that ladder onto the yellow ladder, which is now broken. And Saigon, it looks like Saigon, his leg is caught in that top turnbuckle there. Screaming, writhing in pain. And Bobby Shields now almost rubbing it in. Almost saying, watch what I do now, watch this. And Shields, mere inches at this point away. And there we go. We have a winner. Bobby Shields has won the Golden Opportunity Series.
It was a night where James J. Dillon made his final ringside appearance. Ladies and gentlemen, witness history as the longest-running ECWA Mid-Atlantic champion Ricky the Model Martinez defends his championship against challenger Heartkiller Chris Wilde. If Wilde loses the match, he will no longer wrestle for the ECWA. Now available on ECWA home video at www.pridesproductions.com or on demand at www.vimeo.com/POD Productions. The next ECWA live event is Spring Battle 3, Saturday night, March 1st, at the Greater Newark Boys and Girls Club in Newark, Delaware. Tickets available January 25th. Call 609-220-5598.
Well, you just saw it, the exciting final moments of Match 5 of the Golden Opportunity Series, and it culminates in Bobby Shields having his defining victory and now a title shot in his back pocket. We caught up with both Mr. Shields and the defeated Matt Saigon to get their thoughts on what lies ahead for those two men in the ECWA.
Tonight, I climbed the ladder, and I got the Golden Opportunity contract. The Best of 5 series against Matt Saigon was won by me. Now that I have the Golden Opportunity contract, now it's up to me to decide what title am I going to go for. Is it going to be the heavyweight title? Is it going to be the Mid-Atlantic title? Is it going to be the tag team title? I don't know. It's for me to decide. But when the opportunity is right, everybody will know.
6 months. 6 whole months. 6 months led into the most brutal ladder match I've ever been. Look at my face. Look at my arm. And look at my back. I can't stop shaking. I'm filled with adrenaline, I'm filled with pain, but you know what? Still got a smile on my face, because you know what? 6 months I wasted. It's like getting a promotion. You're set out to get it, and your boss is just like, yeah, you're the next one in line. But you know what? After 6 months, it's like he just took it away from you, and that's what Bobby Shields did to me. He took away my promotion. He took away my main event status. He took away my only shot to get at the ECWA heavyweight title. And you know what? You know what? I'm tired of this. I'm tired of having to fight my way to the top. You know what? I'm going to find a way. You hear me? I'm going to find a way to get to the top. I will heal, and people will die.
It was a night where James J. Dillon made his final ringside appearance. Ladies and gentlemen, witness history as the longest-running ECWA Mid-Atlantic champion Ricky the Model Martinez defends his championship against challenger Heartkiller Chris Wilde. If Wilde loses the match, he will no longer wrestle for the ECWA. Now available on ECWA Home Video at www.pridesproductions.com or on demand at www.vimeo.com/POD Productions.
Aloha. For those of you who don't know who I am, please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Kakoa the Flying Hawaiian, and I am the defending, reigning, and fighting ECWA heavyweight champion. Now, for those of you who don't know, on February 8th in Pelham, North Carolina, I'm heading to Pure Pro Wrestling to be a champion versus champion match, title versus title, me against PPW's heavyweight champion, Jimmy Parker. Now, Jimmy, I've never met you before. We've never stepped in the ring, so let me give you a little history about myself. You see, I have the Hawaiian spirit in me. I'm the bloodline of King Kamehameha, and what that means is that a Hawaiian warrior doesn't give up. You see, every time that King Kamehameha was getting close to his reign as a king, people were trying to keep him down. They were trying to kill him before he got too strong and took his reign. And that's exactly what every man has stepped in that ring against me, trying to take my title. They've been trying to stop me before I've become too powerful. Well, guess what? This title's on my shoulder, and I am too powerful of a man now. That's why I go on Facebook, I go on Twitter, and I hashtag Future of the Business. I hashtag Fighting Champion because that's what I am. And on February 8th, you're going to find out that a Hawaiian spirit can never be broken.
John Germaine Esq here with you once again to put a bow on this, the debut episode of ECWA Code Red. I hope you've had as much fun watching it as I've had talking about it. Speaking of talking about things to come, Saturday, March 1st, we are back in Newark, Delaware at the Boys and Girls Club. It is Spring Battle 3. And the exclusive, I think the graphic will go here, that we can tell you for that night in the main event, it'll be the champion, Kakoa the Flying Hawaiian, defending against the Napalm Bomb of the Legion of Destruction. Now, you may recall, that was supposed to be our main event in January, got pushed off till March, and it may very well be the toughest test to date for the Flying Hawaiian. We'll see if the champ can keep Big Red around his waist, or if Napalm Bomb can bring the belt home one more time to Joel Blackheart. We'll also see what the future holds for Bobby Shields and Matt Saigon, and a whole lot more. So don't miss that next show. For tickets and information, check out the ECWA webpage, and also check them out on Facebook. For all of us here at Principles of Design Productions and the East Coast Wrestling Association, I'm John Germaine Esq. We're done going Code Red. We'll see you next time.
ECWA. Become a fan all over again.